In the summer of 2019, we set sail on a 4,800-mile journey, bound for the frozen high Arctic wilderness of Svalbard. Our mission to experience the high Arctic for ourselves, not just to know that there's a wild place at the top of the map, but this was also an adventure with a purpose, to learn more about the challenges facing the Arctic Ocean and its inhabitants, and to take action, leaving this unique part of the world a little bit better than we found it. When we explore our boundaries and wholly immerse ourselves in true wild, something changes inside us, and it's impossible to view our place in the world the same way again. Experiencing being surrounded by a pod of whales, making eye contact with a walrus, it's impossible not to be inspired to take action to protect this ocean wilderness. The aim of the expedition was to explore both the challenges affecting the ocean, but also the solutions that remote Arctic communities are already implementing to protect their world. Travelling by sailboat gives us a unique perspective from which to experience the ocean environment. This special access allows us to collect data on ocean health in areas that are so rarely visited that almost no data exists. More than 10 times as many people climb Everest each year than make this journey by sail. This provides us, and the science projects that we're working with, a valuable opportunity to learn about the Arctic Ocean. We saw and recorded a total of 335 individual marine mammal sightings. This data helps scientists to understand the health of our oceans, how populations of whales and walrus are faring, and to identify areas of special importance to these animals. We surveyed beaches across the high Arctic, recording and removing over 3,000 pieces of trash, 90% of which was plastic. And I'll just give you a look round. You can see everyone out on the beach and just the stunning mountains. But you'll see everyone's kind of got their heads down on the beach, and that's because it is absolutely covered in plastic. I'm going to try and show you down onto the seaweed here, and you can just see there's so much. Just you start looking and you think, oh, there's a small bit of plastic, and there's just more and more and more the more you look. You've got our bags are absolutely bursting full. Everyone's doing a sterling job picking it all up. We've even found, if you can see them there, a couple of nurdles, the little plastic raw materials. So yeah, a bit of a sad find, but good that everyone's doing such a good job to help clean up Svalbard. The top 3 types of trash that we found nestled on beaches between walrus colonies and icebergs were small pieces of plastic, string that forms part of fishing nets, and plastic strapping bands. One of the things that I was particularly interested to learn more about was if there were microplastics in the Arctic waters. We conducted trawl net sampling, and what we found truly shocked me. Every trawl net sample that we took had microplastics in it. The amount of water that flows through our trawl net in one sample is pretty similar to the amount of water that a whale may filter in one mouthful. Sitting on the boat with whales swimming around us, I found myself imagining how we might think differently about this problem if it was us swallowing a piece of plastic with every mouthful of food or every sip of drink we take. The crew endured freezing conditions. Coming up to check on the anchor in the middle of the night, there was just a massive blizzard going on outside. Icebergs. Spring because it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm on iceberg watch. And the risk of polar bears, to remove plastic and fishing nets from remote beaches. We joined with the Clean Up Svalbard initiative in their efforts to tackle plastic pollution in the far north. We took small steps on board to limit our own plastic footprint. And most importantly, we're sharing what we experienced with you. In Hornsund, sparkling dolphins next. A beautiful display of the aurora. There's one particular big one just there. This view. It's just stunning, this fjord. The jaw-dropping grandeur of the Arctic. This is amazing. We are by the front of this huge glacier at the top of Yamabukta. The special value of its wildlife. But we had something super exciting because we saw a blue whale.
Look how big it is! Ah!
And the slap-in-the-face reality of the challenges facing them. But we can all be part of the solution. We can all take action to ensure that our children will be able to hear a beluga whale sing.